Today's Coaster Countdown is all about Hades 360, located at Mt Olympus Water and Theme Park. I've been on this ride just as many times as I've been on Zeus, but I've been on this ride like well over 10 times. Just about every time I go to Mt Olympus, I just go directly to Hades 360 because it is obviously my favorite ride there. But without further ado, let's review. Our first category is the height. Hades 360 is approximately 136 feet at a 65-degree angle. It's not that steep, but not bad according to height. So I am giving it a 7. Next is the drop. It doesn't really matter about how tall the drop is, though it is bigger than the height. I'm just determining how the good drop is. I recommend that the drop is really powerful, and right after the drop, you go through an underground tunnel, and it is about 10 seconds. Probably one of the longest tunnels ever made in roller coaster history. So, spot on. I am giving it a 9. Next up is the speed, and Hades 360 reaches a maximum speed of 70 miles per hour, so I'm giving this a solid 7. Next up is the intensity, and you pull about 3.5 Gs. But to me, it's a very intense wooden coaster, so I am giving Hades an 8. And next up, we are going into the smoothness category. This may be a little bit shaky in the end, or when we go to the break, but still, this ride is really smooth, so I am giving it another 8. And next up is the duration. Hades 360 is about 2 minutes and 20 seconds, so I am giving it an 8 as well. And next up is the airtime. Some of the airtime may be known as twisted airtime, but still, it has great airtime, so I am giving this one another 8. Looks like I've been using too many of my 8s. Next up is the theming, and it's not really themed in my opinion. Though this roller coaster used to be called Hades, but since they added that corkscrew, they called it Hades 360, since they added the inversion in 2013. But it's not too themed, so I'm giving it a 2. And next up is the restraints. They used to have the Philadelphia Toboggan coaster restraints. They used to have the PTC restraints, but they replaced it with the Timberline trains. So I prefer the Timberline trains over the PTC restraints. So I am giving it a 7. So this review is now closed. So my overall experience of the one and only Hades 360 is a 9 out of 10. Phenomenal wooden coaster. Though it may not be as good as El Toro, but still, it is such a fantastic roller coaster. And if you haven't gone on a looping wooden coaster, then this is in your hands. Though if you're as tall as 48 inches, you can still go. But still very good roller coaster to get on. And if you're a big wooden coaster fan, this is one of your prized possessions. So thank you so much for reviewing my coaster review. Theme Park Lunatic Fringe, out.